10 things poor people waste their money on. Everything we do always matters. From getting off the bed to punching out of work, our daily habits become part of us, thus shaping out our world. In fact, the routine we follow plays a big role into the health of our finances. A lot of people have several misconceptions about becoming rich. Some think it's a matter of luck, like winning the lottery. Others believe it can solely be a product of receiving an inheritance, like getting money from a relative. Most think you should just marry someone who's already accomplished and rip off the benefits. While these claims are absurd and non-logical, the vast majority of the population love to use them to hide the fact that they are too chicken to build a wealth of their own. Therefore, imposing ideologies and aggressively demanding handouts from those who reaped what they sowed through blood, sweat, and tears. Another false misconception is that every single one of the 100 wealthiest people inherited their wealth. In actuality, only 14 families did. Most people think the rich owes them something, since they have so much wealth, while they don't have any. Furthermore, they tend to have hatred towards the fact that the wealthy are writing the rules of an unfair global economy that is foreclosing our future. Are they obliged to share their fortune with the rest of the world because it hasn't become as successful? We think not. However, it will be very appreciated. Dear future entrepreneurs and moguls, here are 10 things poor people waste their money on. Number 1. Credit cards. The reason self-control is so important when it comes to finances isn't a moral or spiritual thing. It's a practical thing. Credit card interest rates are high, which makes your purchases more expensive. If you don't have the money to pay cash for something in the first place, you probably don't want to make it more expensive by adding interest to the price. If the credit card balance goes unpaid, your credit card will start to diminish and you may get an unexpected rate increase on your insurance bill. Insurance companies that check credit scores when calculating premium may assume that if you can't pay your bills, you might let your car or home maintenance slide, or you might be an irresponsible person, making you a higher risk. Number 2. Designer items. Many people who buy luxury goods are generally not in a financial position to be able to afford luxury goods. One way to explain this is that many consumers do not act rationally or in a way that is in their best financial interest. For most consumers, a designer item can go a long way in increasing self-esteem or providing a sense of belonging. Furthermore, a sense of accomplishment is another reason why some people buy luxury goods. They enjoy making themselves happy and rewarding themselves for their hard work by treating themselves to something they typically could not afford. Number 3. Impulse buys. Impulse buying is a behavior that is encouraged to everyone by society. Our culture of consumption enables us to succumb to temptation and purchase something without considering the consequences of the buy. Impulse spending can lead to debt, and in some cases, a significant and unmanageable amount of debt that will need to be repaid. It's easy to let balances accumulate on 2 or 3 credit cards with the intention of paying them off in a few months. Just like it's pretty easy to forget about making monthly minimal payments and let interest increase the amount that needs to be paid. When your debts start to get out of hand, so does your sense of control over your money. Impulse buying is related to anxiety and unhappiness, and controlling it could help improve your psychological well-being. Number 4. Weird fitness products. When you think of a healthy, balanced diet, junk food isn't the first thing that pops in your mind. In fact, it probably doesn't come to mind at all. Junk food is more of a snack that you should ideally eat once in a while instead of all the time. Junk food is cheaper than real food, thus making it more affordable to people of lower income. This additionally results in obesity and malnutrition in impoverished communities. The only way to get in shape is to take ownership of the fact that you are not looking your best and you need to do something about it. Getting started with adopting healthy habits will require you to stop eating as much and to go for a walk or a run once in a while. You don't necessarily need a specific product, but you need to work on your mindset. Number 5. Lucky Charms. When you're poor and trying to build your wealth, you will try pretty much anything. In fact, you probably have an idea of the types of items you've wasted money on, such as a good luck charm that was supposed to give you better luck with your finances. Isn't it funny how people who don't have any money will spend the little money they have on items that are supposed to bring them more wealth and prosperity? Such pieces won't help you as much as someone says, but for several reasons, you still hope that they will improve your life drastically. We understand that sometimes you just need something to believe in, and other times you really think that they will help you. You just need to find the right item. Number 6. Food waste. It is not that you want to waste food. It's difficult to know when your family is starving and when a smaller meal would be best. It's hard to see if they'll like the meal they ate last month or if it doesn't taste the same, so they don't eat as much. The best tricks to follow to decrease waste is to keep track of what is thrown away, so you learn a bit more about how much food to make and serve. Use leftovers in different dishes or create a different side, so it's like a mixed meal in the next few days to a month, providing you can freeze the leftovers. Number 7. Donations. This isn't easy to hear, but there are many well-known charities you donate your money to where the charity doesn't see half of the money you gave. Part of this is because of the fees the system takes when they process the payment. The other part of it is some of the money goes to paying the staff instead of where you want the money to go. For instance, if you donate to a charity that helps sick children, you want the money to go to the children, not the staff. Instead of hitting the telethon, buy some products for the local shelter and figure out how to create opportunities for these people. Number 8. Gambling. Gambling can be anything from going to the casino, playing a dice game, or buying a lottery ticket. Sure, the chance of putting a dime into a machine and getting back 50 sounds great. The chance of betting $10 with the hope of getting $100 back sounds enticing. However, what can you possibly achieve with such a small gain? You might get lucky and win just once, but chances are your lucky day will quickly turn into a nightmare after you realize that you're leaving the casino with less money than you originally came with. Number 9. Bank fees. Your bank is costing you money, as every transaction requires a fee. You pay a commission when you put the money in. You pay a commission when you ask them to give your money back. Furthermore, interest rates these days are a joke, and depending on where you live, they are not even keeping up with inflation. Moreover, putting money in the bank in a volatile economy is costing you money on both the short and the long term. You can minimize your banking fees by utilizing free checking and savings accounts. Furthermore, by signing up for direct deposit and keeping minimum balance. Moreover, you should only utilize your bank's ATMs and never trying to use the money you don't have. Number 10. Taxes. Contrary to popular belief, poor people pay more taxes because they are not providing the same type of value in the marketplace as the rich. Furthermore, the rich leverage their wealth to create more value, and the state is rewarding them for that fairly. Whereas the poor don't do anything for themselves nor for anyone else, and thus never get rewarded. If you have the right financial education, you will do more with your money. You could be holding more in your hand than you currently are, but because you are not well informed, you just give it away to the state for free. In conclusion, everything you do always matters. From getting off the bed to punching out of work, your daily habits become part of you, thus shaping out your world. If you wish to be rich, you must do the things the rich do. More specifically, learning about the tips, tricks, and habits of the rich. Studying them to see the ones we like and dislike. Pick and implement the strategies we deem useful into our daily lives for a better future. The end. Thank you.